Welcome to the hit list, episode 10, the Chipper Jones, the Chipper Jones episode.
I like that. Highly underrated player.
Exactly.
Highly underrated.
With Matt from Providence. Matt, so Matt, after you have a long weekend, you work 3 days at the show, you work your regular job, you're a dad, you got family responsibilities, all this kind of stuff. What kind of happens at the end of those 3 days? How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm tired.
A little tired. Yeah.
I crash. Some would say crash.
Maybe you crash at, a half hour before we're supposed to record the show.
I thought I would close my eyes for 20 minutes, little cat nap, as they say. And by all means, by the way, you can just call and wake me up.
I did. Okay, so Matt passed out a half hour before we were supposed to record. It's 3 hours later than we normally record.
I intentionally took a 20-minute nap.
Okay, that's fine. Out. Matt, your phone was on Do Not Disturb. I did call, and it went right to voicemail.
You got to call twice, and it goes through it, right? Beats the wall. You should call twice.
I don't know. Anyway, here we are. This will go up the normal time. It will go up, but I have it's a little bit later. Anyway, it's all good. I was worried. I'm like, would something happen to Matt?
I figured you're the kind of guy that would be worried and not like this pizza. But yeah, no, I'm just a pizza. Dude, it was a long weekend. It's just Shriners, and we're gonna get into the length of each day. And I just can't make it to the end of each show. I just can't do it.
And you're one of the young dealers too.
Foyer guy, I may be now.
Foyer guy, so you are
end
a foyer
of show guy. I am not.
So Matt, obviously he puts this in. You see the new name. Matt was in the foyer for all 3 days of the Shriner show over the weekend. He had said we talked in the last episode about Matt is not a foyer guy, but so we're going to talk about the experience. We're going to talk about the show. We're going to go through. We both have pickups to show. I have stuff that I haven't shown on the channel, stuff that I bought on Sunday, and then we'll talk about a few other things too. So again, Friday, Saturday. If you've been under a rock and you haven't seen the other YouTube content that I've done, that other folks have done, biggest show in New England happened this past weekend. And if you walk in the front door, look a little bit to your right, there was Matt. And Matt ended up having 5 tables set up, and was able to.
Oh. Go ahead.
Okay. Matt had 4 tables. Sorry, that was my mistake. And he did it. He had a great setup. It was in a
Some
great.
Would say the best. Some would
say the best. And we workshopped the setup a little bit at the beginning. And
who was the one that had the final this is how we do it?
Well, it's your.
But who figured it out?
You did.
As expected.
But it's your deal. It's your business.
Go on.
Anyway, so tell us about it. So you're there, and then you got the hats. Matt has these new vintage hats, and it's got the Matt from Providence logo on the back, right?
It does. It has Matt from Providence logo on the back. These are prototype 1. I don't. If I'm honest, I don't love it. I appreciate it if people bought it, but I don't love it. Well, I think we're gonna do a side patch maybe.
Okay.
I only like this. I think this is cool.
I do too.
But,
I like it.
You know what I mean? I would just wear this, and I think a lot of guys would just wear this.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to get my name on something. So I don't know. But anyways, I like it.
It's cool.
So I was peddling these this weekend too.
Yeah, the show, the hats are available, and we both signed one.
Yeah, that was cool.
For Chris, right?
Yes.
Yes, Chris.
I talked to too
guy.
many new people this weekend, and I'm good with faces, but names I'm putting them away as I can. But
he is Club 55 Cards New York on Instagram, and he had us both sign the inside brim of the bill of one of those hats. So that was funny. Shout out to Chris. He's a great guy. So just tell us. So 3 days.
It was great.
Tons of traffic. It was great. So you were a little apprehensive, I guess, about the foyer experience.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the foyer now?
So I think I'm about to invent a new phrase. So there's foyer guys, and then there's foyer guys. Okay. And so, but like you said, I had 4 tables that they put 5 out. I don't know what happened there, but they had 5 out. And I even said to the guy, "Hey man, like there's 5 tables there." He's like, "That's yours." I said, "Okay, I can do whatever I want." "Yep, you can do whatever you want." So now I was just brainstorming and bouncing ideas off you and my father and what would be the best setup. And finally we came up with that, that square. And I mean, if you can tell me who had a better setup, Beckett, dude, it
Well,
looked
I
good
mean,
over there.
yeah, it was good.
It
It
looked
was a
good
good
over
setup.
there. I don't
Yeah.
know. I had the space. They had the blue tablecloths, matched mine perfectly, so I
Yeah.
didn't have to use my own.
And you
And it
have to
looked
bring your own.
sharp.
Yeah.
I think I need one of those big signs that these bigger companies have, just because
Mhm.
it'll look good behind the setup, like those big box signs. They're
Okay.
like
Yeah. Oh, I know what you
6
mean.
by
Yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
look good behind your setup,
Hmm.
rather than looking like the inside of a industrial wall, which is what was behind me, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so 3 days, it was great. I had a lot of space. I had just the right amount of space, as it turned out. I mean, I
Hmm.
really did. Like all
Yeah.
those tables were full right to the end. It was a great show. It was a great show. I spoke to. I'll touch on this later, but I finally like met the showrunner in person, Mike Jocelyn, nice guy,
Hmm.
and he asked me how you making out in the foyer out there because a lot of the guys were apprehensive, and I said you can sign me up for the next 20 years, and he said that's great. So we'll see.
Well, like you said to me, and I think you said to a few of us, if that's where you're camped out, then people they will know. Like that's,
So
I'm
this
sure.
is it. I'll take
Yeah.
give me that spot, but literally you got to sign me up for 10, 20 years because in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is, everyone will know. Well, the best guy's in the Math and Providence, the best guy, he's in the foyer. This is a great show, but that guy's there first. So we're going to go to there first.
Yeah.
And I think like people who know me know that. And I
Mhm.
have an example of why later that you go to my table, check it out, see what's new, double check prices, go to your main show, see what they got, go back for the best prices. And that's what happens all the time. And you've seen it. I get those rushes. I get a rush at opening, I get a rush 2 hours later, and then I get a rush 2 hours later every single time.
Yeah.
Every show that I do well at, that's exactly how it happens.
Mhm. So let's talk about each sort of different day. I thought
Yeah.
that Friday was pretty busy. Not insane. Obviously,
I think I can honestly tell you it was slow compared to last Friday last year.
I think there are probably a few different reasons for that. I think the biggest one probably
Halloween.
because it was
Halloween smokes it.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween smokes
So
it.
that was a tough thing. I had to
Yep.
leave. I had to leave. You had to leave also. Like, and then Saturday was great. It
Yeah,
was it was
as expected.
busy. Yeah, it was great autograph guests. It was the day most people were there.
Mhm.
And I was only there for a couple hours on Sunday, but I thought Sunday was steady in the morning. And how late did you stay?
2:30. I think I finally walked out the
Okay,
door.
and it was
It's almost the end.
okay,
It was
so
empty. It was
what
slow. It
was
was
it like
empty.
after I left?
It was slow.
Yeah,
Real slow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Patriots are playing at 1. They were
I
playing
went on
at
the floor
home,
to go
so
by. I was walking around for a while. I was chit chatting with people, and
yeah.
there wasn't much happening.
Okay, but overall, from a business standpoint, it was a strong weekend.
Best show I've ever had, as expected. I'm not
Wow.
surprised. Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Where would I have a better show?
Well, you've set up at Shriners previously, but you didn't have as much
Okay,
space
but
as you've
my
had this
business
time.
has been growing. Right, I have space.
Yeah.
I think I had a table and a half that I constructed somehow out of
Yeah.
2 tables from we were sharing with another guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like you give me my full setup, buddy. Forget it.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
what happened.
congratulations. You
Yeah, thank
certainly
you
earned
very
it.
much.
So I guess let's talk about the constructive criticism, if you want to get into this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we were on
Better to do it now than the
Yeah.
one I get fired up in a little bit, or maybe this will fire me up. Depends on how hard you argue with me.
Okay, yeah.
But
we're
yeah,
gonna wind you up. So for
I'll
collectors
be
live
wound up
stream,
at some point.
we're going through the pickups and stuff.
Can
What?
I just say something first? I just
Yeah.
listened to my first episode of Tony Southern Collector and Mike Petty.
Yeah, the Odd Couple. Yep.
That's fantastic.
Oh, those
That's
guys are the
fantastic.
best.
One, that's fantastic. Two, why do we only allow Mike to have a Petty minute? Why can't he go longer than a minute?
Well, it's funnier when Tony. I think it's very funny when he didn't do it this past time when Tony is holding up the clock, the alarm, and the alarm just goes off like, and Petty just keeps talking. That didn't happen this past time. Petty like
Okay,
kept
yeah,
it to a
that
minute,
didn't happen.
but
Yeah.
usually he talks through it and he screams through it, and it's hilarious. So,
Okay.
Mike Petty, I need more than the minute next
More
time.
screaming.
Like, keep going.
But yeah, please don't ever try to tie me down to a time limit. I would appreciate it because
okay, fair enough.
I'm a free spirit. You have to let me fly.
So everybody raved about Matt from Providence. Everyone said, great to deal with.
Thank you.
Incredible prices. The whole thing you said, like people go to the table, they go out and see the rest of the prices. And we're going to talk about the prices and stuff too at the show from other dealers. They see guys charging a lot. They go back to Matt. They make the deals with you. The one thing that came up was that a couple guys pointed out that they bought cards from you and the slabs had stickers directly on the slabs and not on the slab back. I think that maybe one time I got a card from you that was like that, and it doesn't bother me very much. And so but I can see maybe where it would bother some folks, and it certainly wasn't a situation where people were like, I'm not buying from Matt again because he put stickers on the slabs.
Sure.
But it was pointed out. So I want you to defend yourself on this.
I didn't think I had to defend myself, but okay, I will. Whatever. Yeah, so I have a very large inventory of graded cards, and they go into in and out of shoe boxes and in and out of lines and they slide around a lot. And if you have the sticker on the outside, the stickers eventually get damaged, fall off. You can't see the number anymore. But if you put it on the inside, and they slide better, they move better in and out of the box, and it's just easier. And that's the small price that my customers have to pay comp or less on vintage baseball cards. And yeah, it's gonna stay that way. I'm sorry. I take cards out of my inventory, put them into my PC, take that bag off, pull that sticker off, put a little Google on a napkin, pull it right off. No more sticky stuff. I'm sorry if people don't like it, but it's going to continue.
Okay, that's all.
That's all.
And I think that is completely valid and reasonable.
And those bags, they come in and out of boxes, and customers want to hold the card. They want to take the bag out of the card. What happens? That bag rips. Well, now the information I need is now a piece of trash. I have to transfer that information, which is on the back has my cost basis and the front is the sticker price. Yeah. Well, now I have to translate those every time one of those bags rips. I have to get my 2 sticker guns and okay. I don't have to do that if it's on the slab.
I think that for me,
that's the defense.
Yeah, no, and I think it makes sense. For me, I think that as somebody that buys cards solely, I think that the experiences that I've had with you in terms of like at this time at Shriners and other times when I've been behind the table and stuff, I just think most people don't realize the amount of work that goes into the whole thing, the setup, the inventory, like making sure that that the cards are presented in a way that that's appealing, that like the whole thing on Friday morning when we went through all of the like what order should we have the the showcases in on the tables, and the setup, and I was there in the parking lot with you and your dad moving the stuff in, like moving the stuff in and the process and all stuff. Like it's a lot of work. So
it's some work. It's some work.
Well, to me,
you don't just show up and you're open. That's for sure. But it's
exactly. That's my point. So I just think that there are maybe certain things that you have to like doing this. You have to do to maintain a smooth operation, and I would completely agree that based off of the based off again what everybody says that Matt has like the most competitive best prices of anybody that has vintage inventory at a show like this. I think if you have to like work a little bit to take the goo off the slab, it's a small price to pay. I don't disagree.
I do the same thing on those one touches too. People get upset with me about the one touches because those get reused. All the people are always reusing one touches.
Right, exactly. All right, so we don't have to dwell on that, but let's talk about the show experience itself. I don't know where you want to start in terms of like some of your sort of interactions with the folks that came up to the table, or if you want to talk about the interaction with the show promoter or
so I'll talk about that because that's more of a long story.
Okay.
So I'm not staying to the end of the show.
Yeah.
I said to you Friday morning, if you need me, if you're a showrunner and you need me to stay to the end of the show, I'm not the dealer for you. And that's okay. I love that show, but if I got to stay to the end, I can't do it. I work nights. I just can't do it. I have a 4-year-old. I just can't do it. Definitely not on Halloween. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So Friday afternoon, packing up early. And there's an older gentleman peddling some stuff across the way. He's a dealer. He's there every year. And he shouts over, "Hey, you're leaving early." And I said, "Yeah." "How come?" Now, just so everybody knows, every dealer, when the show is dead, wants to leave early. They just either don't out of, I don't know, respect, or they don't. It's not for them, or they don't have the balls, whatever it might be. I got to go.
Yeah.
And it's Halloween. I got a 4-year-old, and I got to work after that. So I said, now he's not minding his business, but that's okay. I'll answer his question. And so I said, I got a 4-year-old Halloween. I got to get out of here, And he's very nice. And he's like, "Oh, cherish it. It's great. You should have a great time. I'll see you in the morning." So that was nice. And I said, "Oh, great. I'll see you in the morning." Yeah, I'm out of here. And I'm just going to tell this story in order of events. There's stories involved. So I come back in the morning, and the guy from Beckett comes over to me. His name is Larry. And he says, "Hey, I just want to let you know, yesterday you left a stack of Ted Williams autographs on your working station table. I grabbed them for you. I gave them to the showrunner. He put them in the office, the Ted Williams autographs."
Yes.
So I left a stack of these on the table.
Okay.
Some would say my father left a stack. But anyways.
Don't throw Joe under the bus. We love Joe.
So I said, "Oh, thank you so much." So I go over to the office to get these and hopefully speak to Mike for the first time in person.
Yeah, Mike is the promoter.
The showrunner.
Sure Shot Promotions.
Best show in New England. Best show in New England. Glad to be a part of it. Sign me up for 20 years. So I go into the office, and what turns out to be his wife is in there. Mike's not there. And I said, "Oh, I'm here to see Mike." And she said, "Well, what do you need?" And I said, "Well, to be honest with you, that stack of Ted Williams autographs I'm looking at on that desk right there, those are mine." She says, "Oh, you're Matt from Providence." And I thought to myself, "Oh, that's not good." And I said, "Yep." And she goes, "Mike wants to talk to you." And I said, "Oh, yeah, great. And she walks out of the office. So I grabbed the autographs and ran out of the office myself, because hopefully he got busy and didn't want to talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
It's better to apologize later than apologize now. So
sure.
Let me have my Saturday show at Shriners, and then I'll figure out how to figure this out. So I run off. I walk off fast.
Yes.
So I go back, and we have Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday's a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so it's late afternoon, and there's not much going on. And I'm not going to leave just yet. Let me go see if the guy's in the office. I do have to talk to the guy at some point, and hopefully, mind you, the Instagram was loaded with my stuff. They were picturing, they were reposting my stuff all weekend. So I would imagine somebody on his team checked in and was like, "Hey, this Matt from Providence guy, he gets a lot of attention. This is a great time to go talk to him." I thought, I'll go talk to him. So I go walking over there. As I'm walking in the office, Doug Keating is walking out of the office, the Dedham, the cardboard promotions promoter, who's my buddy.
Yes.
So I grab him. I said, "You know that guy Mike in there?" He goes, "Oh, I've known him for 30 years. So I grabbed him by his shirt. I said, "Great, come on in." I said, "Come with me. Let's go." Introduce me and talk well. So he goes in, and he does. He breaks chops a little bit, but yeah, he speaks well of me. And I said, I told Mike, I said, "Just want to thank you for grabbing those autographs for me. I really appreciate it." And he said, "You got to thank the Beckett guy, because if anybody else, it's probably gone." And I said, "Oh, well, I did, and I will again." And I said, "Great show." And he asked me if I liked the foyer spot. And I said, "Sign me up for 20 years." And he was happy to hear that. And he mentioned that I left early the day before. And I told him, 4-year-old work tonight. I got to work. I told him where I work. I got to go. So he was nice. And so I left there, and that was good. And now Saturday's wrapping up. And the old man across the way, here we go again. You're packing up early. I said, yeah. He goes, how come? So I said the only thing I could think of at the time. I'm going trick-or-treating. And he goes, "What do you mean trick-or-treating?" And I said, "Buddy, I'll be trick-or-treating at the end of every card show from now until the end of time. So don't ask anymore. That way, the guy's just drawing negative attention. He's shouting across the way.
I get you.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Come over and chit chat. I'll still tell you to screw, but don't yell it across the way.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, really. By the way, I'm going to be set up. I mean, hopefully, I'm set up across from him, and I hope he's not going to ask me again next year where I'm going, because it's going to be trick or treating.
Matt from Providence, big trick or treat guy.
Ugh. And then Sunday was Sunday. You know, moving day. Not much was happening.
Yeah.
You know, I did a little bit of business. I did my second. I said it was slow, but I did business. Okay. I did some business.
So let's talk about some of the interactions. You had it sounded like you as usual. You know, you do deals. You're always nice and courteous to people. You always say you're never an asshole to anyone.
Not first,
exactly.
Not first.
But you said you had, I don't know what day it was, but was it Sunday? You had an interaction with somebody at your table that was a little.
You're gonna have to remind me.
So you asked them not to. Said something about not coming back.
Oh yeah, so a dealer from the show comes out because he's got the dealer badge on. I don't know if he's a dealer or he's like one of you guys, like a hanger-on kind of guy, like a sidekick guy.
Whoa! I'm a hanger-on. Is that what you're saying?
Whatever you and Dan want to be, give yourselves the title. I don't care.
Okay, Dan, we're the hangers-on. We're going to start a new podcast called The Hangers-On.
So the guy, it's a 64 Clemente miscut, like a 6, something like that. I forget exactly, but my sticker is probably good. Probably, I mean, maybe there's been a bad sale on a miscut, but that can happen. Half the card could have been gone on a miscut. Who knows? So I assume my sticker was close. And he's a dealer. And so I'm going to give dealers good deals. By the way, if I give you a good deal, I better get a good deal on that floor, which never happens. But anyways, I'll give him a good deal. But he's arguing with me about $5. And I'm down. Like, you wouldn't believe how cheap I've given him this card. And he's arguing with me about $5. And he walked. A dealer. And it's a dealer's deal. No joke. I'm telling you, it was 20% of the cops, 30% of the cops. Way under. On a no big deal card, like a 64 Clemente miscut. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Which he's probably going to cut out. He's probably going to crack out and sell to a set collector and smoke the guy, right?
Yeah.
So because it's a well-presenting miscut on the front. So he comes back 10 minutes later. He wants to see the card. And I said, I'll tell you what. I'll take your first offer. Don't ever come back to my table. And he said, what? And I said, I'll take your first offer if you just never come back to my table. He said, oh, yeah, okay, great. Great. We both win. I moved the card. I don't know if I lost on it. I don't care. See ya. See the card. See you. Don't wanna. Don't come back. Nope. Yeah. I'll never remember the guy, by the way. I'll never remember. I will if he haggles on the price. I'll be like, you're that guy from last year. But it was terrible. Don't come back.
Yeah. I mean, so I didn't have any I didn't have all my interactions with dealers this year were good. You
saw the first deal on Friday when I did with
Garrett, Ballpark
with
Memories.
Garrett Wells, Ballpark Memories.
You guys did a great
deal. Look how
deal.
easy that was. Look how easy that was. This, that, this. Can you get there? Can you get that? No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. See ya. Huge deal. Huge deal.
That was how you started your weekend.
5-figure deal.
Yeah, that's how you started your weekend. Was with
he's a dealer. He walked up. I said, "Hey, I know you." I never met him in person. Great kid, great guy. Whatever. I don't know. I forget how old he is, but great guy. Yeah, great. Took a nice picture. Had a great time. We BS probably for an hour because he pulled out so much stuff.
Yeah.
It was great.
Well, that was funny because
no problem giving dealers deals. No problem.
That was the first deal. It was before the show opened, and I'm sitting back there, and you had said, "Oh yeah, when we're done, we're gonna go walk the floor," and I was there. I was there.
I was not tying you down to that table, buddy.
But the thing was that I was there. I had that early access because of you, and I didn't want to abuse it. And so Garrett just kept going. He went to one showcase, to the next showcase, and the next showcase, and was looking at each thing. And I'm just
I do the same thing at a show. If I can find a dealer that will give me a deal, I'll do the same thing.
And eventually you were just like, just go out there. And I'm like, okay,
I'll meet you out there. Yeah, it's Shiners, dude. I don't need to go. Go have fun.
So we'll look at the cards in a minute that we both picked up. But the only thing I just wanted to say was I know that Mike talked about this on the live stream, Junk Wax Hero. Like, it did feel like a lot of the dealers, and it does happen every year, I guess, where the prices keep going up and going up. It did feel like, especially for my first trip through on Friday, looking around, I was just like, man, like it feels rough out there in terms of, and I understand that for guys that are especially national dealers, they have to travel, they got to factor in their travel costs, their hotel, like all this kind of stuff, and and they have multiple people with them, they got to pay them, like that kind of thing. Like, I get it. But man, like there were just some dealers that I just couldn't, like, and I mentioned this on the live stream. It's a dealer that sets up at the National. I was really interested in this 34 Gaudi Gehrig with the yellow background, and it's a card that comps at $2,200 max, 20, call it 21. And I asked them to look at it, and they had 3,600 on the back of the card, and it's like, what are we doing? What, like, how can you price your card so high that you're not even allowing a conversation? You are hoping for suckers. This is not 1990. Like, people have access to VCP, to Card Ladder, to Market Movers, to 130 Point, to eBay search sales, whatever. They have access to all of that stuff. This is not 30 years ago. You are hoping for rich suckers. You're hoping for either people that don't do homework, or you're hoping for people that have so much money they don't really care how they spend it. And I understand that it's tough. It's tough to make money doing this. And if you do it for a living, it's your whole life. I get it. You got to make money. But how can you price your cards to the level that you can't even have a conversation? That I look at, that I, as a collector who's not afraid to spend some money on a card, and I spent some money on cards this weekend, that I look at the back of a card where you have it priced, and I just hand it immediately back to you. Thanks so much. See you next time. And I'll come back next year at Shriners next November, and I'll see that card on that exact same spot next year. We're in a bad spot, I think, in a lot of ways. But it sucks.
Yep.
I know I'm preaching to the choir on this one.
I mean, Saturday morning, I had my guys coming in and out, going into the show, coming back out to BS with me. And I'm like, those guys are bums. They don't know what they're doing in there. They don't know what I was all fired up. But I had guys that I really want this card. I really want this card. I want to go buy this card. They won't let me buy it. And I'm telling them, I wish I had it in my inventory so I'd happily sell it to you. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, let's look at some cards. So do you want me to show the pickups from before, or do you want to just go right to your Instagram page?
I think let's just go right to the Instagram to get them over. You just stick with Shiner stuff.
Okay, so you don't want to look at because Matt sent me pictures of stuff that I think you sold a lot of this stuff. This is the bottom line. So let's just go.
Yeah, I think I sold it all. Or I can't. The Williams, you could show the Williams because I upgraded the PC.
Let's just run through this then.
Yeah, good.
So this was.
I know Yogi sold. This is from 2 weeks ago at Flippin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yogi sold this weekend. DiMaggio is still available.
Okay. Got it.
Those are in the bargain box. So I don't know.
Some good stuff here. If you're interested in any of these,
the bombers are still available, and early wins in the bargain box. That's a short print, by the way.
So this is
the Crownens didn't sell this weekend. I don't know if I'm overpriced, but the Crownens didn't sell this weekend.
I don't think so. Those
I got to check.
Like a good price to me.
I thought so too. I don't know. But I can't believe neither sold. But go ahead. Jimmy Fox went into the PC. Bobby Dorr went into the PC. A PSA 1.5 came out of the PC, and that sold this weekend.
Okay. So there's the Williams.
So the Williams second year went into the PC. The authentic that I had bought a few months ago went into the inventory, and that sold.
Okay. And then the 57.
As expected.
Yeah. It's a cool show.
Duke, yeah, that sold this weekend. Duke's in the PC. Both are available. I'll never sell that Lawrence card. I'll never sell it. I just know I'm going to take a bath on that card. Vinatieri didn't sell this weekend.
That's a really cool. That's
still available.
That's really cool. I mean, I wish he was in a Patriots uniform, but I would, that would be something I would be interested. If he was in a Patriots uniform, it
would have sold this weekend if it was a Patriots uniform.
And is that? Oh, it's
Tony Parker.
Okay, yeah. and a couple others. Mahomes rookie.
Yeah, these guys. They didn't. Those things didn't sell this
rookie.
weekend. Imagine another Johnny Bench rookie.
Yeah, I sold you
every show. I got a new Johnny Bench rookie. The Crunch a Munch bird sold.
And the last one, you sold this one to Garrett, I believe.
Did I?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
pretty sure
that's old.
Okay, so let's look at your Instagram. Then let me pull this down, and then I'll pull up your Instagram, and we'll look at if I can figure this out. There we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
You know, I'm not very.
I know you're not. I know
I'm
you're
not good at this. I'm not good at it, Matt.
We know.
Stall. We're stalling here.
Oh,
share screen. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got it. Almost. There we go. All right. So, where do you want to start?
Go down. I don't know. I can't see it.
Oh, you can't.
Shriners pickups. Whatever you see as Shriners pickups.
All right. So there's. Well, I'll show. So there's you and Garrett.
Yeah, that started the morning on Friday.
Yeah, and then there's these two guys. Who are these guys? It's you and me.
Great. We got to get into those pickups.
Kind of. You know, you've already seen mine for sure if you watch the channel. All right. So you got a 50 Jackie.
They don't. They only watch the hit list.
50. Yeah.
So I picked this up. I bought this in a lot. I'll have to go through this was in the lot. This William. Oh, people probably can't see me. So, anyways, I picked that up in a big lot. I picked that up, and because it's Shriners, it's tough to get deals. But this dealer gave me a deal. I gave most of the cost to this card because I knew it would sell instantly, and it did, which gave me a good deal on the other stuff. So I was happy with that.
So then this is one you don't see every day. The W501 Ty Cobb. I saw you buy this card. And it is the image that, you know, I have the American Caramel that I bought at the National. It's the same image from the Cracker Jack, and you had sent me before the pop on this, and I'm going to pull it up right now.
9, right?
Yeah, 9.
PSA 9 and SGC 5, maybe.
Yes, PSA. PSA pop is 9. SGC, you said 5 or 6. So
yeah, it was 5 or 6. So they had 2 different kinds of hand cut, and there was only one of them. So that must be an oddball, but 5 or 6. So that means there's 14, 15 of them, plus Beckett. So it can't be many. And then you have crackouts, so 15 probably.
So then I got the bunch of T206s you picked up.
So I have these over here though. So we rather zoom in there for a clear image.
Yeah, sure. Why don't we do that? So I'm looking at Tinker
all sovereigns.
Yeah, so all sovereign back. So Evers, Joss, Chance, Jake Stahl, Tinker, Three Finger Brown, Steinfeld, Willis, Priester, Ed Rollback, Bender, and overall. So nice
so
lot there.
They're all 350s, Sovereign 350s. So I traded Ty Cobb auto that I had, and the guy gave me I forget his Instagram name, but so a little cash and those cards, which was great because the inventory took a huge hit this weekend. So to grab whatever that was, a dozen cards or so, it was great. 1 slab out and 12 in or so, which is great.
Okay. So now I'm showing the
I see it.
Okay, so you see it. So the mantle's up top.
Yeah. So this was a lot. So one of my regular customers, he comes to the bigger shows. He'll bring stuff that he wants to move out of or whatever and into new stuff. So he said, these are the cards he was looking to trade me. And he was looking through my showcases and unfortunately couldn't find anything. So I asked if I could buy them and then he could take the cash out to the show floor and try his best luck out there. And I made a real strong offer because the guy sat there for 10 minutes and was like, that's a real strong offer. Because he didn't want money. He just wanted cards. And I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
So he sold them to me. And then, so that O-Peachy Nolan Ryan is super rare. I didn't realize how rare it was until I had to look up the price to buy it. But yeah, so then I end up selling that card the next day. And then today, on Instagram, the guy reaches out to me. I think he was joking about he had regret and he wanted me to sell it back to him. Unfortunately, I'd already sold it if he wasn't joking. And then somebody else, in that comment, asks about the Lefty Grove. And the guy who asked was I know the guy. So if he's asking, he's buying it. And I said, not for sale. The card's priceless. Like, you just never see that card. That's going in my piece. That's going in my PC. And the other guy comments back again. He's like, thanks for kicking me in the nuts. These cards are so rare.
Yeah.
By the way, the Grove is more rare.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You never see that. You never see it.
Never see.
And then a pretty okay Koufax and a 1.
The Koufax sold that day, and then I love low grade mantles because those sell.
Yeah.
Just every show.
Yeah.
That's great inventory.
All right. And then what else we got here? Well, there's you and Dan and Mark.
Yeah, that was fun.
Good dudes.
Those guys were fun. They were there when I was negotiating that deal, that Mantles and Nolan Ryan. They were there for that. Yeah. It was good. It was fun.
Nice. All right, guys. And then here's a Tris T206.
Yeah, so I had that in the pile over here. I picked up a speaker, 2.5. Playing with the idea of putting in the PC. Nice. I have an authentic, but my authentic looks better than that. So
yeah. All right. And then I think I'll give you a little bit of a better look at the Grove here.
Yeah, gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
The long set is amazing. And the centering's great on that. Like, it's just an amazing card.
Yeah.
And then the last thing here is PC pickup for you, one that you've wanted for a while. You got this from Legacy Cards, is the T205 Addy.
Yep, finally.
So that's a great pickup.
Real happy about that.
And as we were talking about this. This card came out after he died, and so there's
it's a memorial card.
Talk about him and
the Turkey Red too, which is the only like major card that and the Fan Craze are the only ones I need that are like gettable.
Yeah,
which is crazy, but yeah. So
what's almost done. So I'm gonna put you on the spotlight here. So what? Sure. Show us what else. Yeah, there we go. It's nice. What else you got there that you want?
What else I have here for PC stuff?
Yeah, or whatever else you want to show.
Yep. So the 60 mantle walk up to the table. It was no big deal.
Really pretty.
But I took my time to look at it, and it's just, it's really, really nice. Yeah. It's really nice for 1.5. So I didn't have one in the PC, and now I do. So that's good. Again, that'll be a placeholder for a PSA, but happy to finally have one. So I need to make a decision on this one. So a 54 Robinson, 54 Mays came to the table. I picked those up. Unfortunately, I didn't take a picture of the Jackie Robinson. It sold as expected. So the 54 Mays is a PSA 3, and it's really nice. And then I checked my PC card, and it's a PSA 3, and it's really nice. So I got to make a decision on which one of these I'm going to be keeping. Ooh. They're almost identical.
Yeah.
But there's a mark. There's a mark on one of them on his cheek. You're not going to be able to see it, but so I got to make a decision on that. Good problem to have because they're both really nice 3s. And then I'll sell the other one. A 55 Bowman Mays came up, which I had this raw one not packaged. It's in a pile to go to SGC. This was going to be PC as a placeholder, honestly. But this came up, and it's a really nice 2. So I'm just going to sell the raw one and not grade because I hate grading. You guys have seen this one, the Andre PSA 2. I had a 2 and a 5. I was going to keep one of them. Somebody bought the 5. I'm keeping the 2. Here's the George Close Candy.
Yes.
E94 red background that Dan also picked up. I picked it up first, so that makes me better.
You hear that, Dan?
And I paid substantially less. And they're both SGC ones. His is amazing.
This is an absolute blazer.
This is amazing.
It's an incredible card.
I can't believe I'm pumped to have this card.
I was just saying, I can't believe 2 of that card sold this weekend.
I can't believe 2 were in the room.
Yeah, it's amazing.
2 were in the room, both red, which is, Dan touched on it, and he's not a Red Sox guy, but red for Red Sox in Boston. I am so pumped. I don't care how many creases are in this card.
So are you keeping that now? Is that staying in the PC
I
now?
told you, I tell no lies, my man. If it's sold at an astronomical figure, and I didn't overprice it, right? I got 15.50 on it. If that's overpriced to start the conversation on a card that there's a 26 pop of, fine.
Yeah.
But I put this, if I got a big number for it and turn a profit and show. By the way, I knew I had other PC pickups that I was going to remember the show by. So I didn't, in Boston, fine, I'll flip it. But it made it through the show. It's mine now forever until I get Dan's copy or one that looks like Dan's. He'll never give up that card.
No.
That's the long. Here's the Addy. I haven't stopped picking up this card. It's been, in the pile waiting for the PC before I put it away. And I just can't stop looking at it. I just can't.
So
I
good.
love this card. This is a PC pickup. I had a PSA 5. It's in this pile. It'll show eventually. This is a 3.5, just dead centered. I had a 5 that was just slightly off center, and this card presents way, 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 way better.
Yeah.
So I'm downgrading to a 3.5 from the PSA 5. So this was part of that 50 Bowman deal for the Jackie Robinson. The other card that was in that was the 50 Bowman Ted Williams that I sold to Mike Junkwax, and I'm keeping this one. I need one for the PC, so I'm keeping this one.
Nice.
Greg Maddux tops something autograph.
That's cool.
Yep. I am pouring sweat. It is hot down here. 58 batting foes. It is a beater. But somebody's gonna need it for the set. Here's the speaker.
Yep.
It's a nice 2.5. It really is. It's got good color and everything. It's got that surface crease there, but it's nice. But I don't know. There's the Sovereigns. Do you want to see the Sovereigns, or do they see enough of them?
We've seen enough of those. Yeah. You can
Okay.
Kind of skip those.
I want to. That's fine. They're really nice. They're cool.
Yeah.
I picked up a really nice SGC3 as centered. That won't last long. A 71 Maze, SGC4. I need one for the PC, but I'm probably just going to hold off. 64 Maze. That's one of those that was in that lot. Here's the Mantle. Sorry, thank you. Here's the PSA 5 coming out of my PC and for sale.
Yeah.
The 1.5 68, which we saw on the slide. The 64 Miscut 1. Here's the Cobb.
Yeah.
Couple of 39 play balls. We got Geringer. PSA 3, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah, PSA 3. And a Carl Hubble. SGC 3. Those will sell quick.
Yeah.
SGC 3 T206 Bender. I think it's there's no trees or trees. Trees in background. I thought about PC in this one. I have some E103, I think, for Bender. I think I'm just going to stick with that. Spawn rookie. This won't last long. They go quick.
Yeah.
I sold a cash trade deal. I had a OJ rookie card signed and inscribed the juice. If you're into OJ kind of stuff, it's a cool piece.
Yeah.
So the guy was into it. The guy had a criminals collection, which, whatever.
Wow.
It's interesting. Yeah. Anyways, it was cool. So he traded his rookie for the auto rookie. So yeah, that was cool. Jeter rookie SGC. And last but not least, Jake's 54 Bowman, Mickey Mantle.
Yes. Hope someone
I think this is going to the PC.
Oh.
I have a 1 or an authentic.
Okay.
I think I'm going to put this one into the PC.
Okay.
It's a nice copy.
It is a nice copy.
It's probably. I mean, it's not a full by any means, but
no, it would be.
What did you and Dan decide? It was a PSA 3.
I think we decided it was a 3, probably at best. I mean, it's well centered, but it's just the image is not. It's a jumpy image. It's not, the registration's not amazing.
The registration's not great. You're right.
Yeah, but
so anyway, so that's all. I think that's all the pickups.
And so
great show. I would have loved to pick up more.
Well, I was going to say there was a card that you really wanted that you and the dealer couldn't quite get there. It was the.
So I would have bought that card if that Grove didn't walk up to my table.
Right. It was a different.
Full disclosure. Yeah. So yeah. So if the 33 DeLong doesn't walk up to my table, I go back to Ken something, and I would have bought the George C. Miller Grove.
It was Brian Deck, and because
Brian Deck, nice guy,
great guy, great guy.
Oh, what a nice guy! He was cool. Like dealer, not dealer, great guy. Yeah, we were there, but I would have paid up. But that Grove just took the spot, made it easier.
Yeah,
yeah, that's it. I think.
All right. Well, I have a few things to show. I didn't pull out like all of the stuff that I bought, but there's stuff that I bought on Sunday. I had like $125 left.
Am I off screen right now?
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a card.
Okay.
Continue, because I've already seen all this crap. I mean, nice stuff.
Yeah. One of my the last one I'm going to show is crap for sure. I went back to Ed Hans's
Got a
table.
crease in it.
Ed is who. Shut up. Ed is who. Matt bought his speaker and the Cobb. That was we got that from. I went back to his table because Dan of Dan's Vintage Baseball PC had gone through some of Ed's raw stacks and bought some cards from some sets that I'm like, oh, I don't have cards from those sets. I should go back and see if there's anything I like. And there wasn't a ton, but there was one card in each set that I never had cards from these sets before. This is a Colgan from the Colgan's Chip set. This is Harry Davis.
Nice.
The you're not even looking.
Not.
You fucker. The Harry Davis was the first baseman for the A's for years at the beginning of their existence. He actually led the American League in home runs 4 years in a row in the 1910 aughts, I guess. And you see the back there. It's got a little bit of a crease in it. I got a pretty good deal from Ed on that. And then this is a E126. I didn't have any cards from this set.
I like this card. I'm back now.
He is back now. Actually looking. This is Lou Blue. There's just a little bit of paper.
Yeah, Lou Blue. Yeah,
old
Lou Blue.
I love this. The back. He was a first baseman for the Tigers. I was a few things about him is that he served in the Army during World War I. He didn't go overseas, but he stayed stateside. He lived his whole life in D.C. or the Arlington, Virginia area, and he actually is buried in Arlington National Cemetery.
Yeah, that's cool.
One of the things I learned about him that was fascinating is that he's part of one of these like possibly not true minor league stories from the early 20th century, where he was a switch hitter. And in the eighth, there's a story that in the eighth or the ninth inning of a game in which his team was down by 4 runs, he came up and hit a game-tying grand slam in the ninth inning from one side of the plate. And then later on in the game in extra innings, he hit a walk-off grand slam from the other side of the plate. But the problem is that there's no record. There's like multiple accounts of this happening from people who said that they were there, but there's no actual record of it. But anyway,
Gotcha.
I thought that was
good
cool
story though.
So, and then I picked up. I know you don't really care about this, but I picked up a bunch of whoops, almost knocked this over. I picked up a bunch of wax. There's like an old guy at a bunch of these shows that always sells a lot of wax. And nice. I will open those on the channel soon. And then I just pulled out a couple of the cards that I bought during the weekend. First is I finally got a door rookie. I've kind of been looking for the right one for a while.
I was happy for you about that one.
It's just that the top right corner is just kind of like it got wet. It got like in a something happened. I don't know. But I bought this from Jeff Weisenberg, who runs the National Card Investor store out in Northborough. Great guy. He gave me a great deal. It helps that I
did. He's a nice guy.
He's a super nice guy. It helps that I did a video about his store. I guess he cut me a great deal on this card.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was really happy with that. And then I'll show the card that I bought from PRyan deck, which is finally getting a Redman Ted with the tab and an SGC.
Yeah, congrats on that one. Yep.
I love this card. It's so clean. Got a great deal from PRyan. He came down to the number that I wanted to buy the card for based off what he had it stickered at. So I was really happy with this. This is a big ad for the TED PC. It's one of these cards that's like it's a TED card, but it's not one that you see all the time. I don't know that I really see them at the local shows very much.
No, not the local shows, but they're at the bigger shows.
And then the king, the granddaddy.
Yeah, I think it's
my
congratulations.
Thank you. Bought this from Legacy Cards from JB. We did a great deal. He posted a nice video of me, which I thought was nice.
That was nice. I saw that.
I said this on the live stream the other night that like after I bought the card, I was like kind of because spent a lot of money on this card, and I was asking myself like, did I do the right thing? Was it the right card, the right thing? Like, did I do the right thing? And every time I look at the card, I'm like, yeah, I did the right thing.
Oh yeah. Look
just
at that
to
thing.
Own a playing that you were talking about pop counts. I looked it up. I think that the pop on this card is between PSA and SGC is right around 100. So it is not a high pop card by any means. And then he has a second card in this set that's the throwing one. So
yeah, it's a nice card.
But this one, I just thank you to Ash, thank you to his crew. Ash wasn't there, but like obviously his son, his nephew was there. So all right, let me get you back up here. Let me minimize me. All right. So
I grabbed my 54 Bowman one.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
So this is my one.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, there's a lot of creases, but the centering, the coloring is good.
Yeah, it's good.
But just compared to all right, fine.
Shriners
was great.
Shriners was great. Abby and I were driving back on Sunday, and I was kind of sad. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe it's over.
It was. It's now a thing for me, you know. I don't know. I'm excited for the spring one too.
Yeah. I looked at the spring one. It's going to be the weekend of like April, it's like 17th to 19th, somewhere in there. It is the weekend after Strongsville next year, so it does not conflict with Strongsville this year. So I will definitely go for a day of the April Shriners, but I'm not going to have any money to spend. So,
yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe I'll have some stuff to sell. We'll see. But because I'll probably need money, so that might be a good chance to buy some inventory from me that show. So until next time, it's great Shriners, great show. Yeah, buy the hats from Matt. Get that.
Are we done?
We can be done. You want to be done?
Did we cover it all? No, I don't want to be done. I'm not saying anything. I'm asking.
We're done on the Shriner side.
Do we have other stuff to talk about? I forget. You had the list.
So there was nothing really else on the list.
Oh gosh. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Tony. So
shill bidding is bad. Shill bidding is bad.
You mentioned Tony and Mike. They talked about the shill bidding thing from Dr. Beckett and PRyan. And I know it's yeah. So talk about just generally give your thoughts about shill bidding.
What? It's bad.
Okay, but what's bad about it?
It's bad. I don't know what's it's bad. You shouldn't shill bid. I don't know. Everybody knows it's bad. He knows it's bad. He knows he shouldn't have done whatever he did. Why ever he did it, he knows he shouldn't have done it, and that's it.
I think that what rubbed me the wrong way in that conversation. Again, if you don't know what we're talking about, I didn't
hear the conversation, so I can't speak to it because I don't know about that conversation.
So you only just listened to what Tony and Mike were talking about.
I only listened to what Tony and Mike had to say, and I was busy. I was barely listening, to be honest with you. But those guys are great.
Yeah. So maybe like generally speaking, go and listen. Go to Dr. Beckett's YouTube page and listen to his conversation with PRyan. And obviously, everyone knows who Dr. Beckett is. PRyan is a big time collector, and when I say a big time collector, I mean a big time collector. Buys huge cards. And there was a whole conversation about shill bidding. And my takeaway, and the takeaway of a lot of people that have listened to the conversation, is that these guys were making excuses for this practice that I think that most people agree is not okay. I think Dr. Beckett is he's a legend in the hobby, and it was really disappointing to hear him talk like that. And it was disappointing. And one of the things, and I'm reading literally from the transcript of what he said. He says, frankly, the whole thing of shilling, is a pejorative word from the get-go, but all activity of bidding on your own items or having reserves or not reserves, and the auctioneer putting a bid or some invisible thing that's not known, he says that's negative to somebody that wants to get a card for a lower price. So yeah, it is a negative thing to those of us that don't want to pay out the ass for cards that we really want in our collection. What a horrible thing that it could be. Those of us. Now I'm the guy that has advocated for overpaying for cards, but I'm not, but most of us.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to remember exactly what Tony and Mike said. Is it Mike Petty, right?
Yeah.
Tony and Petty. So what they basically said though afterwards, maybe they didn't grab what you grabbed, but they were like, "Oh, Dr. Beckett can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants."
I think Dr. Beckett comes at it from a place of being, he's
protecting the good old boys,
looking out for right. Well, and then that was PRyan. That was something that he had said too, which was basically just that. And I'm going to sort of pull this up. He says, "I'm saying, when he knows that he has like a friend that has a card in there, he says, I'm saying at that price, count me in. I'll buy it back." Number of people came, say, my friends, we bid on one another's items just to protect them because we're not going to let some other idiot get a really good deal. So that's shill bidding. That's not right. And it bothers me, the idea that they sort of are going after people and making it yes, we think that shill bidding is a negative thing because it makes every other card, it has a trickle down effect and makes every other card that goes up for auction more expensive because it raises the comps, it raises the price, all that stuff. Forgive John Q. Collector for not wanting to pay out the ass for cards that they want. It really bothered me.
Is this like the Jake minute or like the Wax Pack
Get
minute?
the timer out. Get the timer out. Get it out. Oh, man.
Listen, the good old boys are going to protect the good old boys.
Yeah.
And that's that. It's,
so
not like me who calls out anybody around me. But yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, these people, it's the hobby's tough, man. The hobby's tough. How about some kid? I'm walking the floor, right? I'm walking the floor.
Last story.
Why is it going to be over? You in a rush?
No.
So I'm walking the floor. I'm walking the floor, and somebody who comes to buy from me, a younger guy, and he's behind the table. He's got a dealer badge. I don't know if he's a dealer, but he's got a dealer badge. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, and he goes, oh, look, are you shopping? Yeah, I'm shopping. He goes, oh, why don't you look at this guy's stuff? He's like, oh, raw stuff. And I'm looking at that stuff, and let me tell you, buddy, this hobby, oof, those cards, oof. That raw stuff, baby. Oh my God. When they got a showcase and they only got like 20 cards in it and they're all spread out and they're in card saver 2s and they're sharp as can be, baby. Boy, those cards sharp. Oof.
Yeah.
Good luck. Why don't you buy these? I said, gotta be careful. Oof.
Yeah.
Good luck, buddy. Oof.
Yeah.
No.
It's crazy out there.
Oh, it's dangerous out there, but that's just looking for suckers.
It's, man. All right. Well,
buddy, after it leaves, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. Once it leaves the distributor, even 80 years later, 70 years later, it's all trash after that. It's all trash. Everybody. Trash. It's all people are no good. People are no good. Just how it is. What was the item that the guy bid on, anyways?
Which one?
PRyan.
Oh, the one that he said that like was his that he shill bid on by accident.
Yeah.
He didn't say what it was. He didn't.
Wasn't it? You couldn't see it when he posted it.
I don't know.
Did you see his Instagram post? That was it all stems from an Instagram post.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
You don't know that? You don't know how this comes out?
I don't know the background.
So the guy posts. I'm selling this card on some platform.
Yeah.
And he shows a picture, like the eBay picture of it. I guess it was eBay. Mm-hmm. And he shows it was an auction house. He shows it, and you can tell he's a bidder. So that's how he gives himself up.
Yeah, right.
And then he had to defend himself with whatever.
That's what he talks about with Dr. Beckett, and he claims that it was an accident. That he sends tons of these items in, that he just lost track of it, and he bid on it, and it was by mistake.
That a fact.
That's what he said.
So he was in a place that he mentally wanted to sell a card or a piece, but at the same time was at a state where he wanted to buy the same piece.
I'm this emoji. The shrug. I don't know.
There's some fuckery afoot here.
Anyway, all right.
But,
so Shriners is over. So what's next? So let's talk about what you got coming up next. You got I think you got Dedham this weekend, right?
Dedham Sunday. Yep, Dedham Sunday. Love Dedham. That's home base. Mm-hmm. And then Best Flippin Card Show the following Saturday, which so 15th. That's just so busy.
Yeah. And then you're doing Northeast Sports Card Expo in Quincy.
Oh yeah, somebody gave me a table at Quincy, so I have no idea what I'm gonna put out. Maybe I'll just do pre-war. I got a 6-foot table. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but
it's a great show. I love that you set up there.
Thanks for the info. Thanks for helping me. I basically was asking you, what should I bring? And you just, it's a great show. It's a great show. They heard you the first time. What should I bring? Jesus.
I think that
I could do bargain bins. I have 7 feet of bargain bins, or I can put out 4 showcases on 6 feet.
I do 2 showcases of pre-war and 2 showcases of like Golden Age. I don't know. That's what I would do.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe do one of the. I never want to hold into that modern stuff, so I'll probably do a showcase of modern.
Yeah.
Just to try to move stuff. But
did you feel like you were able to move modern stuff this past weekend?
Oh yeah, I moved a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, those repackers were out and about. Nobody collecting the stuff.
Yeah, I bet.
Plenty of people flipping it.
Yeah.
But I'm the guy to buy from if you are flipping,
Yes,
because
if
I
you're
don't want
looking
that
to
crap.
if you're
Take
looking
it.
to flip modern stuff, Matt is your guy.
You can buy it from me. Yeah, I don't want it, but you can buy it from me.
All right, so you got that stuff coming up. I got I don't know.
When's the Strongsville? In Strongsville.
Strongsville is going to be the weekend of April. I think it's the
When's
10th
the next
to the
big
12th.
regional card show in the country?
Yeah, so I was thinking about that. Like,
is Chantilly done with, or what's up with that?
Chantilly lost their venue, so they have
but
it.
They're gonna get another venue. You're not gonna.
They'll get another venue, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know that they've scheduled. So Philly show is coming up. That's I think December like
yep.
12, like mid-December. There'll be the next like White Plains is Martin Luther King weekend.
I still haven't been to that show. Is that a good vintage show?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like all the
Shriners is good, or
I certainly like the venue a lot. Shriners the venue a lot better. I would put it's on par. It's mostly
how much did we talk about the Shriners prices? You talked about it a lot.
A little
I didn't really
bit.
touch on it.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah,
awful.
yeah. It was crazy out there.
So I had a great show.
Yeah.
My best show ever.
Yeah.
And my showcase inventory took a huge dent.
Yeah.
Guess what I was doing on Sunday? Trying to buy cards.
Yeah.
Guess what I couldn't do on Sunday?
Couldn't buy
cards.
Yeah. Crazy.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah, it was but for White Plains, it's a mix of vintage and modern. There's more modern at White Plains than there is at Shriners, but the vintage is really good because you've got all of you have the local guys and you have the national guys too, like and our friend Paul Borges sets up there usually. And
that's right.
So that's in January. I think usually just so locally, the next show that's like of any kind of significance other than the I would say this Quincy show is even the November one is getting built up. Like there's got like it's maybe a couple of guys that are not local come for it, but it's mostly
it's
local,
a pretty good show.
It's become a really good show. I would say that Cranston is probably the next like one that is like a vintage focused one.
Oh, that might not be coming back.
No shit. Really?
Well, that guy passed the showrunner passed away.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's terrible.
Yeah. Not last year. It might be earlier, maybe in the spring.
That's terrible.
Suddenly passed away. Yeah, and so I don't know what they're gonna do with that show.
Oh well, fingers crossed, because that's like the longest running.
Nice guy.
That's like the longest running card show in New England. Like that happens. Like
I think he used to say it was like one of the longest one in the country. I don't know, but
I don't know about that. But
I don't know, top few. But
well, fingers crossed, because that's a good show. Because this, I don't love because I've only been to the one that happened this year. I didn't love the space and the layout. It was really cramped in there. I know that they used to have it at a different location, right? I think before. Yeah. But fingers crossed. Hopefully they work something out there. And then there's like another White Plains show in March. I don't know when the spring Philly show is. I feel like that's in March too. And then it's Strongsville and then Shriners. So I
want to look into Strongsville about going out to Strongsville.
You're going to look into it?
Yeah, like I want to go just to buy.
Okay.
Just you
should get on you should look into the hotel because
don't start. Don't start. If I do it, it'll be next year.
Okay. Well, then you'll be staying in an Airbnb in like 3 towns over then. But
where are you staying?
At the hotel that's right next to the venue. It's a Best Western. This is a legendary hotel. Idea. It's a legendary hotel.
Legendary for what?
For cards getting stolen.
Really?
Remember, it was an auction house that had a bunch of that had like some.
Oh, that's the place.
Yeah, big time cards stolen by an employee.
Yeah, don't mail your cards there.
Yeah, don't mail your cards there.
Crap.
But I mean, Strongsville, I can't wait. That's going to be awesome, and it's going to be right after my 40th birthday, and it's going to be. I'm so excited. Nice. That's that'll be the next time we get to see.
Oh, by the way, it's just
a lot of the local
thank
folks.
God I thought of this. Thank God I thought of this. For those of you that stayed to the end, this is great.
Yes.
So, Jake shows me a text message from his wife that I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe this woman would say such a thing to her husband. I didn't know this existed. Okay. And this is not verbatim. I'm not, and it's not hyperbole either. I'm going to tell you exactly how I remember it. Spend all the money you deserve it, baby.
That's what she said.
My wife wouldn't say that to me if you paid her. If you paid her the amount of money that I was being allowed that she could then replace, just for my happiness, she wouldn't allow such a thing. Like never, never. What do you mean? I was blown away.
This
That
is
was
the
perfect.
result.
That
I
was
listened.
perfect. Where's
I'm a
my
good
speaker?
husband, and I listened.
How about
I listened.
she sees the Instagram of your card and the E94, and she said, "Oh, it says PC pickup," and I said, "Yeah," and she goes, "Yeah, well, we're not doing that, are we?" But yeah, so
Awesome.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you. I
I
have a
was
great wife.
so
Very lucky.
you do, buddy. Wow, congratulations! Like,
Thank you.
oh, a diamond in the rough. I can't believe it. Who gets that text message?
I'm a lucky man. I got,
Lucky guy.
well, I'm glad you brought that up, because that is a fun way to
Yeah, it's true. It's
fun
true.
way to end it on.
Very lucky.
All right,
can't believe it.
let's get out of here. It's so yeah, go see Matt this weekend at Dedham on Sunday. I have so for me, I got an SGC order that the grades still haven't popped yet.
What's in that?
It's all PC stuff. It's the raw stuff that I got from the Philly show, and there was I sent in an Otani in that order too. That it's going to be one that I keep in my PC. It was actually one that I pulled out of it was a 2024 Bowman Chrome Mega Box, and it's not like a.
So you're a big criminal guy too, huh?
What was Shohei charged with? What was he charged with, Matt?
Buddy, if you don't think he did the gambling, buddy, forget it.
I think the feds like a big case. If they had a case against Shohei, they would have charged him. That's my thing. But I'm not saying he didn't do shit. I'm just saying if they could prove it, they would have gone after him, because the feds like a big case. You know that. So
they don't want to take down the game of baseball.
Okay, all right. I mean, you've ever heard of you ever hear of the Pittsburgh drug trials? You ever hear of the Black Sox scandal? Like, they
these are different times. There's a lot more money involved, my man.
No, I'm just saying.
Federal government gets a lot more money from MLB than they used to.
I don't disagree. I'm giving
Sounds
that.
Like you do, but
all right. I'm giving that theory. Anyway, Shohei. I got a Shohei card coming. There's the 41 play ball Grove and Door, a couple of hand cut Wheaties Ted Williams cards, my W517 Harry Heilman. So it's all PC stuff.
Nice.
But I'm excited for that. And yeah, I think that my next move is that I got to start going through, because I spent a lot of money this weekend. I might start to think about what stuff that I can part with, to try to kind of make things up a little bit. So you'll know. You'll hear.
I don't want any of that fucking oddball shit. Don't bring that oddball shit.
It would not be the oddball stuff. I don't sell the stuff that I don't think I can get back. At some point. You know what I mean? Like in terms, like not the exact card. But.
Did I tell you that? Oh yeah, the guy wanted the OPC back. Did I tell you that?
Yeah. You mentioned that.
Poor guy. I feel bad. It's sold. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I sell stuff if I feel like it's a card that eventually, if I really wanted to get it back, a different version of it, that I could. But the stuff the stuff that's the low pop that is important to me, I don't move that stuff. That stuff stays in the PC. But anyway,
all right, let's wrap it up. I'm sorry, I've dragged.
No, all right, we're good. This was fun.
But I'm glad I told the story about your wife, because that's
thank
wild to me.
I appreciate that, and I'm sure she does too. All right, so check out Matt at Dedham this weekend on Sunday. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram. We'll put the links in the chat, or the links in the chat. Yeah, what am I talking about? It's been a long day. Put the links in the description of the video. What?
I hate being this guy, and I'm never this guy on Instagram or anything. Like, sell me your vintage cards. Like, I'm not that guy. But the inventory took a dent this week. If anybody needs to sell some stuff, let me know.
Reach out to Matt. I'm sure you'll be trolling
I can't stand saying that. Ugh.
You'll probably be trolling the Wednesday thread, I'm sure, on Twitter this week. Well, you always are anyway. But
I always check it out, but boy, I gotta stop. I'm gonna be hunting. I'll be hunting.
Yeah, and so check him out on Instagram and Twitter. Check out all of our links.
I love a good chase. Yeah, check the links. Follow, like, subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll be back not next week, but the week after. We'll talk about the shows coming up. We'll talk about what's coming up with Quincy, and we'll go from there. So thanks so much.
That's great timing.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll have 2 shows under my belt, and then we'll go into Quincy.
Exactly. All right. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.